He used to live in a tiny room with his mom and sister, sleeping on a mat on the floor without electricity. His mom did everything she could to provide, but back then, even a simple meal was a luxury. Fast forward a few decades, and that same boy now competes with the biggest companies in Ghana. He feeds thousands of people across the nation every single day. So I went to try the food for myself, and honestly, you won't believe it. This is the story of Richard Nii Armah Quaye. Richard was raised by his mom. They were very poor, living in a small room in Kolegono, a fishing town in Ghana. He slept on a mat on the floor with his mom and sister. The only luxury they had were a ceiling fan and a small TV. Sometimes they couldn't even afford electricity and had to sleep in the dark. Despite the struggle, his mom did her best to put food on the table. When he was 15 years old, his mom told him, "You see the situation we are in, you have to lift us out of poverty because I believe in you." That sentence stayed with him. After finishing secondary school, Richard started selling alcohol to pay his own school fees. He attended UPSA during the day and sold alcohol in the evening. He did this for a long time, saving every penny. After graduating at age 22, he applied for a visa and moved to the UK to continue his education. In the UK, he attended the London College of Accountancy. To survive, he worked a part-time job, washing about 5,000 dishes a day. After he graduated, he decided to move back to Ghana. His mom was against it at first, but he was determined. He noticed something quickly. In Ghana, people believe that if you return from abroad, you are automatically rich. Soon, people began knocking on his door, asking to borrow money, and that's where everything changed. Instead of getting annoyed, Richard saw a business opportunity. At 24 years old, he started a business called Quick Credit. He began with $1,000 on a simple tabletop. To get more money to grow, he sold his belongings from the UK, including his TV, and invested everything into the business. But success didn't come easily. As the business grew, people stopped paying back their loans. Their addresses were fake. Their phone numbers were unreachable. The business nearly collapsed. Instead of quitting, Richard responded differently. He put his workers in Toyota Viz cars and sent them across the country to track down those who owed money. It wasn't easy, but through that crisis, he learned how to build a system that was stronger and more secure. That lesson became the foundation of everything that followed. With a secure and strong system, Richard began to scale at an incredible speed. He built a massive portfolio of over 29 companies. He founded Quick Angels Limited, where he invested in brands that are now household names. He built and invested in companies like Pizza Man Chicken, Burger King Ghana, Dorman Foods, Rich Medical Center, Sankofa Natural Spices. He went from tabletop business to being an overall winner of the 40 Under 40 awards. He eventually reached a level of success most people only dream about. He bought a Gulfstream G200 private jet and luxury cars. But he never forgot where he came from. He understood what hunger feels like. He knew what it meant to sleep without certainty about tomorrow's meal. So he made a decision. Through the RNAQ Foundation, he launched a mission to feed thousands of people across Ghana every single day. Food banks were set up in places like Teshi, Ashaman, Medina, Kaswa, Kumasi, Tamale and Techiman, with plans to expand even further. So I went to one of the food banks to see it for myself. People were lined up quietly, receiving food with dignity. I got a plate too, and as I sat there eating, I realized something. For me, this was content. For someone else in that line, this might be the only meal they have today. The food is great, but what makes it powerful isn't just the taste, it's what it represents: hope. Richard's journey proved that where you start doesn't have to be where you end up. He lives by a philosophy that guides every move. We attract success, we don't persuade success. From washing dishes in London to feeding thousands across Ghana, Richard Nii Armah Quaye didn't just escape poverty, he returned and changed the story.
Like I was saying, I did it for you. And your quest to lift us out of poverty didn't end with us alone. Today, by your actions, thousands of homes have been elevated from poverty across the country because of the seed you sowed in me many years back. I thank you for everything. You are a true mother of our dear country. Thank you.
If you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with someone. Thanks for watching.